Parables of self-control. Two wolves. A long time ago, an old Indian told his grandson one vital truth. Inside each person there is a struggle, very similar to the struggle of two wolves. One wolf represents evil, envy, jealousy, regret, selfishness, ambition, lies. The other wolf represents good, peace, love, hope, kindness, truth, loyalty. The little Indian, touched to the depths of his soul by his grandfather's words, thought for a few moments, and then asked, "And which wolf will win in the end?" A faint smile touched the old Indian's face, and he answered, "The wolf you feed always wins." Tea Master and Samurai. One day, a tea master was walking down the street with a large tray filled with cups and cans of tea. Suddenly, an enraged samurai fell out of a small grocery store into the street. The tea master tried to give way, but the samurai, who did not notice anything around, still bumped into him. The tray fell, the cups broke, and the powder from the tea leaves spilled onto the samurai's sleeve. "Watch where you're going," the samurai growled. "Excuse me, sir," the tea master said politely, trying to shake the green powder off the samurai's sleeve. "Get your hands off me," the samurai roared. The tea master jerked his hands away, but accidentally touched the hilt of the sword hanging on the samurai's belt. "You touched my sword." The samurai was indignant. His eyes flashed with anger. "I'm sorry, sir," the tea master bowed. "You touched my sword. If you want to insult me, you'd better hit me in the face. It would be less insulting than touching my sword. But listen, sir," the tea master tried to calm him down. "I didn't touch your sword on purpose. It happened by accident. I'm sorry, please." "It's too late to apologize." The samurai was very determined. "I'm Genji. I challenge you to a duel. Come to my house tomorrow night. Don't forget to take the sword." The samurai proudly left. The tea master gathered up what was left of the cups with trembling hands. He didn't have a sword, and he didn't know how to handle a weapon at all. The tea master returned home, took new cups and tea and hurried to his disciple's house for the tea ceremony. He was late, and the student, a rich and influential man, asked where the teacher was staying. The tea master told about the meeting with the samurai. "You say his name is Genji?" "Yes," the tea master replied. "And you're going to fight him?" "I'll have to. Then you can be considered a dead man," the rich man announced. "Genji is a strong fighter and does not forgive insults. If you engage in a duel, he will kill you." "Then let's move on to the lesson," the tea master suggested. "It looks like this is the last lesson I can give you." In the evening, the tea master came to visit his friend, a blacksmith, a master of making swords. As usual, they sat next to each other and drank sake. "What's the matter with you, buddy?" the blacksmith asked. "I want to ask you to sell me a sword," the tea master replied. The blacksmith smiled. "Listen, friend, you yourself know that I have been making every sword for several years, especially for the customer." "And since when did you need a sword?" "Starting today," the tea master replied. He told a friend a story about a samurai. The blacksmith listened with bated breath. "You see, I really need a sword. Maybe you can lend me one, anyone. I'll arrange with Genji's assistants to return it to you when it's over." The blacksmith was silent for a long time. In the voice of his friend, he heard a firm decision to die. "If you're going to die," the blacksmith finally said, then why should you die like a novice who picked up a sword for the first time? It's better to die for who you are, a master of the tea ceremony, one of the best masters of our time." The tea master pondered over his friend's words, then got up, patted his friend on the shoulder and, without saying a word, went out into the night street. Having made his final decision, he headed for Genji's house. One of the samurai's assistants was standing at the gate. "Please give Mr. Genji my invitation," the tea master said. "I remember that tomorrow evening we have a duel, a meeting here, at the gate of his house. But I want to invite him to my tea house tomorrow afternoon. I want to give him a present." The next morning, the tea master got up early to prepare for the arrival of the samurai. He swept the path and trimmed the shrubbery near the tea house. "I prepared the table and cutlery, arranged the flowers into simple but elegant bouquets." Then he carefully cleaned his best kimono and put it on. Now everything was ready, and the tea master went to the gate to meet the samurai. Soon a samurai appeared with 2 servants. The tea master bowed. "I am very glad that you came," he said. "I was told something about a gift." An evil grin appeared on the samurai's face. "You want to offer a ransom so I won't fight?" "No, sir, of course not," the tea master replied. "I wouldn't dare insult you like that." He invited the samurai to come into the tea house, showing the servants a bench in the garden and asking them to wait. "Well, if it's not a ransom, then are you going to ask for your life?" "No," the tea master replied. "I understand that you have to get satisfaction. But I'm asking you to let me show my work one last time." They entered the house, and the tea master invited the samurai to sit down. "I am the master of the tea ceremony," he explained. "The tea ceremony is not only my work and my art, it is my embodiment. I'm asking you to let me work one last time for you." The samurai did not quite understand, but knelt down and nodded to the tea master that it was possible to begin. The simple decoration of a small tea house created an atmosphere of comfort and tranquility. Outside, the rustling of leaves and the murmur of a stream could be heard. The tea master opened the tea box, and the smell of green tea mixed with the fragrance of flowers on the shelf. Slowly, calmly, with precise movements, the tea master poured a little tea powder into the cup. Then he scooped up a special spoon of hot water from the boiler and poured it into a cup. The samurai watched the ceremony, fascinated by the beautiful and confident movements of the master. With a small spatula, the tea master whipped the tea powder with water until foam formed, added hot water, handed the cup to the samurai and bowed to him, maintaining complete calm and concentration. The samurai was drinking tea. Returning the cup to the tea master, he noticed that he was still calm and at the same time focused and attentive. "Thank you," the tea master said as the samurai got up to leave. "Now I am ready to go with you to your house to start the duel." "There will be no duel," the samurai declared. "I have never seen such calmness and confidence before a fight, none of my opponents. Even I was nervous today, although I was sure of my victory. But you, not only did you remain completely calm, but you were able to convey this calmness to me." The tea master looked into the samurai's eyes, smiled and bowed low. The samurai responded with an even lower bow. "Teacher," said the samurai, "I know I'm not worthy, but I'm asking you to be my teacher. I want to learn the art of the tea ceremony in order to gain the confidence and calmness that I lack so much. I'll teach you. We can start tonight because we've already made an appointment. I'll pack everything I need and come to your house.